There once was a lion who lived in a forest. He was funny, but he didn't know it. One day he was walking through the trees when he saw a troop of monkeys. They were hanging upside down from the branches and swinging from vine to vine. The lion thought they looked pretty funny, so he decided to try and imitate them. He started climbing up a tree, but quickly found that he wasn't very good at it. His claws were too big to grip the branches, and his tail was unlong enough to keep his balance. The monkeys watched him struggle and couldn't help but laugh. The lion got angry and chased them away. Then he went back down the tree and started stalking through the underbrush. He was in a bad mood and ready to find some prey to eat. A few moments later, he came across a watering hole. It was full of all kinds of animals drinking and bathing. There were zebras, giraffes, elephants, and more. The lion was hungry, so he crouched down behind some tall grass and waited for the perfect opportunity to strike. He was hoping to catch a zebra, but they were just too fast for him. He tried to sneak up on a giraffe, but those long legs just kept getting in the way. Just when he was about to give up, he saw something that made him very happy. It was a little monkey all by itself, far away from its troop. The lion crept closer and closer until it was within striking distance. Then it pounced. But instead of making a kill, it landed right on its face. The monkey had climbed up a tree and pulled the lion into a face plant. All the other animals watching from a distance couldn't help but erupt into laughter. The lion was furious. It shook its head and tried to get up, but the more it struggled, the more tangled it got in the vines. The monkey just sat there and laughed at the lion's misfortune. Then something amazing happened. All the other animals stopped laughing and started helping the lion. They pulled and tugged at the vines until finally they were free. The lion was embarrassed, but also very grateful. It had never realized that it wasn't very good at climbing trees or catching monkeys. But thanks to the help of its new friends, it had learned a valuable lesson. From that day on, the lion was much more careful when it came to climbing trees. And even though it never forgot how embarrassing that day had been, it also learned to laugh at itself. And all the monkeys in the forest, well, they never forgot the day the lion tried to join their troop and ended up getting caught in the vines. If you like this story, stay tuned for more. And don't forget to subscribe. Once upon a time in the heart of a dense jungle, there lived a lion. He was known throughout the forest as the king of the jungle. One day, as the lion was taking a stroll through his domain, he came across a river. The river was wide, and the lion needed to cross it to continue his walk. As he stepped into the water, he realized it was much deeper than he had expected. The lion panicked and started to struggle in the water. Suddenly, he spotted a small boat on the opposite bank. In a moment of inspiration, the lion had an idea. He roared loudly, hoping to scare the occupant of the boat and take the boat for himself. On the other side of the river sat a tiny mouse. She was so scared by the lioness' roar that she dropped her oars and fell into the river. The mouse struggled to stay afloat, but the current was strong and she was swept further and further away from the boat. Seeing the mouse in trouble, the lion felt a pang of sympathy. He knew that if he didn't do something, she would be swept away and likely drown. Without hesitation, the lion jumped into the water. With powerful strokes of his paws, he swam towards the struggling mouse. As he got closer, he could see that she was losing strength and becoming weaker by the second. The lion reached out with his teeth and gently grabbed the mouse by the tail, pulling her out of the water. Shaking, wet, and shivering, the mouse looked up at the lion with gratitude in her eyes. She had never been so close to danger, and she knew that if the lion had wanted to, he could have easily eaten her. But instead, he had saved her life. The lion, realizing that he had an opportunity to make a friend in an unlikely place, decided to take it. From that day on, the lion and the mouse became the best of friends. They were seen playing together near the riverbank, and the other animals in the jungle couldn't help but marvel at their unusual friendship. And so the tale of the kind lion and the grateful mouse echoed throughout the jungle, a reminder that kindness can be found in the most unexpected places.